Okay, so here's my first video. I'm super excited to talk to you about a topic today. And originally, I had planned for the very first thing that I was going to talk about to be something that was super positive and probably a makeup tutorial or something fun. But it has come to my attention that there is something else that I need to address that's happening in our world today that's a real issue. And it's that people are not aware of what proper airplane etiquette is. So in case you don't know, I'm going to tell you today. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride. Pun intended. So you may see me looking down at my phone, and it's because I've been writing these things down as I've come across them. So for those of you that don't know, I actually travel a lot for work as well as for pleasure and play and all of those things in between. So I have had a lot of time to observe the fact that people have no idea what they're doing when they get on a plane, when they're at an airport. And I'm here to tell you, those of us that travel a lot, we just have a really low tolerance for these things that you people are doing. So let me just tell you what those are. So you might see me looking down at my phone because like I said, I've been looking at these things and observing them, and I knew I needed to address them. So rule number one is board with your zone. Yes, I know that you are ready to get on that flight and you are ready to go wherever it is that we are going. However, I've worked really hard for my status, so when they call premium cabin, that's me. It's not you. So you know what you need to wait for? When they call zone 2. Yep, wait for your zone. And if I see it happening one more time, I will call you out. And I'm going to say, hey, this says zone 2. This is premium cabin boarding right now. Yeah. Or even sky priority. Wait your turn. Don't hog the overhead bins. Okay? And what I mean by that is you are entitled to have one carry-on luggage and one personal handbag, meaning you can only put one thing in the overhead bin and the other thing needs to go below the seat in front of you. So when you get on the plane, if you put your suitcase in the overhead bin, then you put your purse in the overhead bin or your backpack in the overhead bin, and then on top of that, you have the audacity to put your jacket and your scarf and some other random thing that you bought at the airport also in the overhead bin, meaning you now have taken up 3 spaces that a luggage could have went in. I'm going to be pretty mad, and I'm going to say, excuse me, sir. Can you remove your jacket so that we can get some more space? Now, if this is a completely non-overbooked flight or whatever the case is, and there's like tons of space, but let's be clear, that never happens, or it rarely happens, meaning we need the overhead bin. So you can only take up one spot. One. Okay? One. Next order of business is the fact that the person that's sitting in the middle seat gets the armrests. Yes, you may not have been aware of that, but it is a fact. So here you have my dear friend Paul, that's over here to my left, that is now in control of everything that I'm going to see for the next 3 hours of this flight. So if he wants to put the shutters down, I'm in the dark. If he wants to put the shutters up, I get to see outside the window, which is preferably what I want to see, but he's in full control of that, and I'll never tell him what to do. Then you have my other friend over here, Jack, who Jack feels like just because he doesn't have enough space, he's going to put his arm on the armrest. I'm literally sitting in between Paul and Jack. I have no space. I have nothing that I'm in control over. So please be kind and let me have the armrest. And if you learn nothing from what I'm talking to you about today, this is the one takeaway that I hope you have. And it is that the universal sign for don't talk to me is headphones on. I'm sorry, what? What, Paul? Yeah. No. What? My headphones were on, so I couldn't hear you. So let me tell you how this conversation's going to go. Paul over here is going to say, do you call Minneapolis home? And I'm going to say, no, I was just here for work. And then Paul's going to say, oh, what do you do? And then I'm going to have to take my headphones off, and then I'm going to have to say, I'm a medical consultant. And then Paul's going to say, oh, but like, what do you actually do? I consult medically. And then we laugh together, and then Jack over here is going to say, but what do you actually do? Then I have to take my headphones off again. probably for the fourth time, and then now Jack wants to have the same conversation. Jack's probably either in finance or in the medical field, so now he's really interested in what I do by consulting medically, and he's gonna say something along the lines of, I'm also in the same field. No, you're not. So let's just not even do this. Remember, my headphones are on. Brings us to the last order of business, which is, how do you properly deplane? Well, in a perfect world, I would say that anyone that has a connecting flight an hour or less should be able to get off the flight first, because more than likely they have to book it across the airport to make it to whatever gate they have to be at. But that never happens, so I guess rule number 2 would be letting every row go before you. So it makes no sense for Jack to go ahead and get his stuff down, meaning that then he's climbing over 3 rows in front of him in order to get off the plane. Listen, Jack, we all have places to go. We all just had a really long 3-hour flight from Minneapolis to Atlanta. We're tired. I'm ready to get to my hotel. You're ready to get home. That doesn't mean that any one person is more important than the other person. So why not just wait for that person and that person and that person to get off first? It's going to make everyone's life so much easier. I mean, you already been hogging my armrest for about the last, 3 hours. So why not spend a few more minutes with me, Jack? Okay, yeah, Jack, you're way up there. Yeah. Now you look like it. Okay, Jack. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not with him. Not at all. He just hogged my armrest. So, I really want to leave off on a positive note because it's not all bad. Those were just a few things that I felt like everyone needed to be aware of. So let me talk about the real heroes on flights. So number 1 being my flight attendant, that all she asks me when I first get on and I sit down is red or white. Girl, yes. I need both, actually. 1 red, 1 white wine, and then I'm out. Don't even talk to me after that. And she knows that my 30 minutes of sleep that I'm going to get on this flight is well worth it to me, so thank you. You're the real MVP of this flight. And then shout out to all of the pilots that actually inform you of turbulence before you go through it. I need to go ahead and know if I need to just slurp these drinks down or if I need to sip on it so that I can have it the whole flight. But if we're going to have a very turbulent flight, go ahead and tell me that in the beginning so that I know I'm not about to die. Well, that's it for me, guys. Thanks for tuning in. If you haven't already, make sure that you like this video as well as you subscribe, which is right down here. It might be down here. I still have no idea, but either way, make sure you hit the subscribe button and make sure you come back to my channel. So, safe travels, and as always, it's been fun.